Hello guys, once again come back. We're back here in BiFace to show you how to set up this app for your organization or your shop or something like that. So in the previous videos we were looking at how to create a profile, an event for the entire profile or a transaction for your entire profile. That is global. Now we're going to assign a profile to a site and also assign a transaction to a site. You can do that by use of two methods. Either you assign an event to a site. If you're talking about events, you assign to a site one by one, or you edit a site and then inherit all the events that are inheritable under your profile. So to actually go on and create or assign an event to a site, make sure you've logged in. Look at my previous videos on how to log in and even how to authenticate yourself for the same. Just swipe from left to right and then select settings, and there is these buttons that load up here. There are 6 at the moment, there are 9 at the moment. So we are actually to now assign a site event. You go to B site event, that is the second button in the first row, the middle button in the first row, and once you select that, it will load all the events for the current site, which actually it is just SEAL HQ, which has already been assigned to the particular site that I'm already signed into. We'll look at how to sign into a site as a teller once we go through how to create a teller for your profile, or a cashier or a supervisor. So here we have a SEAL HQ, an event type, which actually is assigned to my site. How do I know which site I'm logged in to? Look at the left. On your left there is that part where there is site, and it says UCSHQ. That means that is a site I'm actually logged into, and my teller, the teller is shown in the middle of the screen as Teller Antonin Guru. So I'm a teller already. We'll go through how to create a teller. So going back to site event, come to settings, and just give this a few seconds. Slow as the loading happens. And from there you just select the second button in the first row, or the second column in the first row, this site event, and it will load again the event for this particular site. And so okay, let it just finish loading. So it's processing. If your network has latency, then this might take some time because this is live. Okay, there, it's done. So when I want to create an event for the particular site, I'll swipe again from right to left, white area, and I'll give that event type a name. For example, I can say sign in HQ. That's our headquarters. Time, we expect everybody to sign in at 8. Somehow I don't know how this is. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let me just put the time manually. Description time. Just say okay. Going back again. Time 8. Let's say 0800. Description. This will be a sign in at headquarters. Headquarters is supposed to be one word. Event type. Now this is the event type where we are supposed to select the event type that we the profile event type that we created for the global profile, the global event type we created for our profile. So if I look for it, I will just sign. I'll look for sign in. So I'll just type the first two letters and look for the global profile that is also, whose name is also sign in, and here it has come. You remember us creating a sign in, and it was sign in event for attendance. So that's the one I'll select as the sign in for this particular site. Also give it a different name, maybe just to differentiate that is a sign in for HQ, that is for our headquarters. And that is it for the site event. You save it, and it is actually assigned to the particular site that we are logged in. And that is it about assigning an event to a site by one. The other way that you can also do the same thing is by you see, scrolling down the whole page to the end, then getting this on your lower left, on your lower right corner, there is this green plus. You click on it, and oh, okay, let me just delete this. We'll talk about that later. Click on the plus sign. It will expand the fab buttons or the floating action buttons. Then you click on the first floating action button that has a building icon. It will start the wizard to create a new site, but we do not want to create a new site. We want to edit the current site, and I think we have, you just need to put the full name of your site, UCS HQ. I have a site name like that, and it will actually look for that particular site. If the site is not found, it will tell you the site not found. You have to be careful with the spelling. So there, site retrieved. If I go next, you find that this is the site that we created. So what I want to show you is down, if you scroll all the way down, there is these three buttons: inherit events, inherit transactions, inherit items and products. When you're editing a site, you can select these three buttons, and it will actually, if you go next, okay, right now I'm being asked to pay, but it's not supposed to do that if we have actually paid for the same. But I just want to explain that if you inherit this and your profile is well paid for, you'll see now the finish button here, and you submit the settings and save them, and the site will actually relate all the events that are in your profile that are marked as inheritable. They will be assigned to that particular site. So that is the second way of doing it. But the very first one that we did, where you assign, you come to the settings here, and you wait for this to load like a few seconds, and then you select let it load. You select B site event, the second column in the first row. So basically that's this is the way to go when you want to assign a site one by one. So if you're not allowed to add more sites in your profile, and also it also restricts you from editing because you already have one site there, then you'll be forced to add just one event at a time, like we just did for the event, for the site event. And I think that's it. It covers site event. We also do the same thing for the site transaction, but let that be a video for a later date. Thanks for watching. May you keep tuning in for more of this.